What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Car Mechanic Simulator 2021. Once again, if you guys are enjoying this series, make sure you leave a like on the video. It'd be greatly appreciated. In the last episode, we did purchase the car wash, and we also purchased a welder, both of which we didn't actually need to use, and I was kind of upset about that. But then I logged back in today, and I get 3/4 of the way through this episode, the one I'm re-recording now, and I blue screened. I haven't blue screened in years, and in turn, it did corrupt the recording that I was working on, so we're back. Unfortunately, I can't read through the story order for you guys on this one, but we have here a 2016 Ford Focus RS. This dude did tell us that he was trying to impress some girl and ended up driving the vehicle off-road, which is why it now looks like this. But we're not gonna dilly-dally. We're gonna send this thing first and mostly over to our car wash so we can actually use this thing. We're gonna start off with the spray. See what that does. Watch the dirt just disappear. Looking good. So unfortunately, we're still not gonna be able to use the welder on this job. That's just because the welder only repairs like the core of the body of the vehicle. So like think of it as repairing the frame, or from this quarter on up past the C, the B, the A pillar up to here. So like all the other body panels would have to be either repaired or replaced. In our case, we can only replace them at the moment. So kind of a bummer. Still can't use the very expensive welder that we purchased, but it's all good, dude. We're gonna clean the inside of the vehicle just because it's free. You know, we might as well do our customer a solid here. So everything on the exterior in the front, like this whole front clip, just has to be replaced. So we're gonna move the vehicle into car lifter A, and then it should automatically put the vehicle up in the air because it is missing a wheel over here, which is actually kind of nice. Saves us some time. So I'm gonna go through and pull off the hood, this fender, this mirror, basically everything that looks disgusting. So all of that stuff, that wheel is gonna have to come off as well. Everything else, body-wise, appears to be in decent condition, working condition, anyways. So that does it for pulling off all the body panels. What should we move on to next? Maybe let's pull off this wheel so we can get the tire size, and then we can also get the rim size from this. Now, if we open up our inventory, it actually, I was thinking for the longest time that it doesn't tell you the rim's diameter and it doesn't tell you the rim's offset, but it actually tells you both the tire size and the rim size when they are combined. I don't know if it was that way in the last game, CMS 2018, but that's how it is in here. So it's a 235, 35, 19. So the 19 is going to be the radius of the rim and the tire. And then the offset is ET. This one is 0. And that is actually controlled by the rim. So what we need to do next is come over here and let's go ahead and just separate those parts really quick, just so we can verify that those sizes are accurate. There we go. Now if we open up our inventory, 235, 35, 19, it's a sport tire that we didn't know. So that's, I mean, that's a good thing to figure out for sure. We want to make sure we replace the tire with the same one, and then 19 offset 0. So we need 2, right? Because we're missing an entire wheel on the other side. We need 2 GW500 wheels. Let's go into the shop. Here we go. 2 GW500s in a 19 with an offset of 0. 960 bucks, dude. That's just for the rim. We still need another tire. So that was a sport tire. It was a 235, 35, 19. I'm gonna try to do this all off of memory, okay? I don't usually do this, but I'm just feeling some type of way today. I don't know. I can't explain it. So we need just one of these, a 19, 235, 35, 19. I think sport tire. Sure, we'll go with that. Gee, that was a really expensive tire, my guy. We got the 235, 35, 19 in a sport tire, so we can get those remounted and rebalanced. All right, and with that done, now we should be able to mount these back up, but I did notice the steering rack is actually faulty, and unfortunately, when you do replace that, you do have to also take off the outer and inner tie rod from that. So putting the wheels on right now is probably not the smartest decision. Let's actually go around next and just take off anything that we notice looks a little crusty and looks a little gross. So the radiator fan housing, that all checks out. Let's go ahead and actually mark the radiator first. We can then remove that. Forgot to drain the coolant. Right, yeah. Amateur mistake. Amateur mistake. You know what? 50 credits for that? That's acceptable. That is acceptable. I'll take it. Oil pan, that thing, 1%. The oil pan just barely hanging on down there. Alternator looks a little worse for wear. And then the belt for the alternator as well, this SERP belt, that's looking a little nasty. I'm going to go ahead and remove this roller right there so we can hopefully pop the belt off. Then we'll be able to remove the alternator. There we go. Alternator 31%. Not doing too bad on that. We're going to have to raise the vehicle to access the oil pan and everything else that's on the backside here. The exhaust section. Let's just mark that now so we don't forget. Exhaust, steering rack, everything else back there appears to be in decent working condition anyways. Let's raise it up. Oh yeah, we're gonna pop the oil pan off too. So let's move the oil drain over to car lifter A and use that. The oil color appears to be pretty solid, and it looks like it did have a decent amount of fluid in it as well. We'll move that back to where it came from. Let's pop this pan off. There we go. All right, underneath on the bottom end, things look okay. We got this exhaust section right here. Already marked that, so we can just remove it. 13%. Okay, now we got to go through and remove both sides, outer and inner tie rods. There we go. With that done, we can now pull out the steering rack, and I think that's everything. Let's go ahead and check the car status. We actually haven't really looked at this yet. So alternator, okay, everything is right there. We're just gonna highlight all of that just to make sure we get it all repaired. And then the body panels are a little weird. Oh, there's other tasks too. Coolant, washer fluid, and then we are gonna have to do the oil as well because we did have to drain that. But the body panels are weird because you can't add them to your parts list from here. You can, however, if we drop the vehicle back down, go into assembly mode, and then it'll kind of like gray out each part that's missing. So I don't know if this is the most accurate way to do this, but this is what I'm gonna try to do. Which reminds me, oh my god, I didn't even notice this because I saw it in here, but I was like, I didn't see it when we were taking everything apart. The medium intercooler, we can't actually mark that because it's missing. So let's go to part mount and mark it that way. There we go. Okay, so I think we're good now. We should have everything figured out. Let's go ahead and remove their car battery and get that charged up for them. Just something nice that we do for our customers. You know, we got the battery charger, so we might as well help them out. Especially in this person's case, the alternator was starting to slip up just a little bit. So I'm sure that battery wasn't getting charged all the way. I think what I want to do next is actually go to part unmount and then additional tools. I need to drain the washer fluid. We could just top it off, but the coloring doesn't look like it normally does. Now we can top off the washer fluid, oh no, we can't do coolant yet. We can do washer fluid. I almost filled the cooling fluid. There it is again. That's not in my vocab. I almost filled the coolant. But that would have kind of been a little dumb because we're missing the radiator. So let's go through now and order or buy all of the parts that we're missing. So we got that radiator right there. You guys don't want to see this. I'm just gonna buy all the parts. Well, it's a good thing that we had so much money just kind of chilling in our bank account because we only have $1,500 now after buying all of those body panels. So we're gonna go through and just get these things mounted right up. I hope that the customer realizes that we can't paint these things. I'm sure they do, but the vehicle would look a lot better if we could actually paint it. All this stuff's gonna be like black in color. Okay, what the heck is something's going on with the game today, I swear, dude. First the blue screen, and now like whatever just happened right there just happened. It's weird. There's evil afoot. There's evil afoot, I'll tell you that much. Oh, do we have to replace the license plate? No. Do we though? Front license plate. Great. That's always fun to try to match what it says. We'll have to look at the rear plate to know for sure. But that's everything for the body panel aside from the license plate. So let's come back here. 81G80Y. 81G80Y. 81G80Y? Is that what it was? Oh, dude, I don't want to... God dang it. I hate this. I hate this so much. You used to be able to... I wish they would just go back to how it was before. But you used to be able to just type in whatever you wanted on your plate. Now, you have to scroll through it with your keyboard and do like up and down arrows to... Oh my god. Oh my... I think it was 80Y. Right? 80... That does not look right at all. And it's 1,000 credits. Like, I don't want to... Dang it. I don't want to mess this up. Hang on. It was 80Y. Okay. 81G80Y for 1,000 credits. There it is. We've done it, boys. We have done it. I don't actually know... Like, I've never done it in a way to where I haven't matched what their plate was originally. So part of me feels like we would get docked points for that. Or at the very least, it would say, you know, part not replaced or something like that if we didn't match it perfectly. So let me know if you guys know down in the comments if you can kind of put whatever you want on the plates or if it has to match what's existing. Kind of curious on that. But okay, with that done, that is all the body parts now replaced. We just have to do the coolant, which we have to replace all of this stuff first. So let's start with, actually, let's put the vehicle up in the air because we had like an exhaust piece. We also had the steering rack, so we can't put the wheels on just yet. Let's do that first. Come back here. We'll do that exhaust section. Bada bing, bada boom. And then the power steering rack. Now we can do the inner and outer tie rods real quick, and that'll actually allow us to be able to mount those wheels. There we be. And then there was something else on the... Oh, here we go. On the bottom side. Intercooler. Radiator has to be done from the engine bay, and then this stuff has to be done from the engine bay as well. Oil pan. See, I'm forgetting what we unbolted already. Totally forgetting what we're trying to replace here. There we go. That's good. Normally, I would change the oil filter if we did like a drain and fill like we're doing today, but I'm gonna leave the oil filter there because it looks okay. It looks like it's in decent shape. So now we can lower the vehicle back down. Let's open up the hood, focus in on the engine. We'll put the alternator back in first. And then after that, we'll have a little belt here. And then this roller. Okay, and lastly, before we put those wheels back on, we just have the radiator and the radiator fan housing with its fans. Perfect. Okay, all of this is now complete. Let's actually come back to the engine bay part unmount, and let's just top off the coolant and the oil while we're in here. Then we can close up the hood and not worry about it anymore. There we go. That's coolant done. Let's move over to the Earl. Gotta put some Earl in this thing. Dude, we only have 558 credits right now. Like, that's a little scary. Definitely a little scary. Had we spent literally any more money, we wouldn't have had the ability to be able to finish this job. So that is that done. Let's mount these wheels, dude. And I think that's all she wrote for the Ford Focus RS here. Wait, I think I put the wrong wheel on. I did. The 95% wheel goes on that side. Whoops. Because it's looking for a replaced tire on the other side, not on this side. So we actually want to mount the original tire. That's why it's 95%. All right. And I think this is the first car I haven't done any sort of like time lapse or anything with. And that's mainly because of the fact that I kind of recorded 3/4 of this video already and then blue screened. But I'm feeling good about it. I feel like we went through everything, and hopefully it turns out to be a pretty solid episode. But there you guys have it. We got everything now patched up on this bad boy Billy. Oh, I gotta take a photo of this thing. Hang on just a gosh darn second. We gotta lower it down to the ground, pull it outside real quick. I'm gonna put it over at garage entrance C. Oh, it parks it like that. That's kind of cool. Normally they're like in front of the bay doors here. Kind of like this park job a little bit better. Let's get that camera out. I have really enjoyed the in-game camera compared to in the previous game. There we go. That's the shot. That is the shot right there, ladies and gents. Perfect. Okay, so we only have $542 after we're all said and done here with this car. So let's go to car status. We'll finish the order. see what we get. Holy crap, dude. Not only did we get a case, but we have 12 grand now. We're really close to being able to buy a junkyard car and hopefully fix it up, maybe resell it for a little bit more Skrilla. I'm not gonna look at what the next story car is, but what I do want to look at is our inventory. So I'm gonna go through and sell all this junk. You guys know the drill. We do this just about every episode now. And then we'll open this case up. Hopefully we get at least a sort of infinite loop of cases. We'll see. Bonus XP. Bonus case. There we go. Let's keep her going. Middle one. Bonus XP. Bonus scrap. All right, I'll take it. You know what? And with that, I think that's where we're going to wind down this episode at for today. Once again, if you guys did enjoy, please leave a like, leave a comment, help support the dream by smashing that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Peace.